Gazan cuisine is more than food, it's a cultural record. And the sumagia looks really good. Made from sumac. And of course, hot and heavily spiced, 5,000 years history. Gaza City is one of the world's oldest inhabited cities and was at the center of trade and spice routes. Now, what these dishes look like in one part of Gaza may be totally different than what they look like in another, where urban areas might rely more on garlic and chilies. Rural areas tend to use more fermented wheat and dairy, which, yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think of like how we use like laban or yogurt, would be more of what we would use instead of like chilies. We would use garlic. During the Nakba in 1948, Zionist forces decimated Palestinian villages, killing around 15,000 Palestinians and displacing over 750,000. Huge numbers of those refugees ended up in Gaza, where the traditions and foods of different villages began to mix. During the Nakba, some Palestinians foraged for purslane or bakla from under orange trees to survive. Now displaced Palestinians in Gaza are forced to forage again for plants like mallow. Purslane greens have been compared to the watercress or spinach. And of course, here's a picture of purslane. Mallow is a green commonly used to make molokhia, a stew popular in Gaza and beyond during Ramadan and throughout the year. Now, we eat this all the time. So write this down. Write down molokhia. We say it, I'm just now seeing it like in the English for the first time. Like usually we say molokhia. Like it all kind of blends together. You're like, what letters, what vowels were you even saying, Aaron? So, I mean, seeing the O's in there, molokhia, you sort of get more of a phonetic understanding of the word. So basically what this is it'll be almost like a stew, right? You'll cook these leaves here, which look a lot like spinach. You'll dry them out, and then you'll put them in a stew. Some people like to do chicken. Our family likes to do beef. And you put it in there, and you let the beef cook and soften and all that, and it kind of seeps, sits in that juice, in that sauce, right? And then you make some rice, and then you just put this on top of the rice. You might squeeze a little lemon on top if you want it to be a little more zesty. You can add some lemon to it. And it's absolutely delicious. It's my favorite food in the whole world. As soon as I learned some of the historical significance of it, was that it's been used, in times of trouble. It's the simplest thing to make in order to survive.